So I'm going to be going through the entire geotagging workflow here. Try to break it down. It's not really that complicated. So first thing, I was going to do these separately in different demos, but they all kind of work together, so I made a workflow here that kind of demonstrates everything. So number one, start download automator. This download automator takes an input folder and an output folder and automatically moves input files from the input folder into an output folder with the date that the file was created. So I'll show an example. So let's say you set the input folder to downloads and you download a file that was created on August 10th. Then you could set the output folder to Eelgrass media, and it will create a folder called 10 August 2020, and it will put the file, whether it's a MP4 or JPEG or CSV or GPX, it will put it into this folder with all the other folders that are created on that date. So this is just a data management method. But that's not all going to happen without doing anything. We need to do, for this first step here, start download automator, you have to open this application right here, which is called Anaconda Prompt, and you can change this around. You can change the font colors, you can change the colors, you can make it purple or not. Maybe it just wants to stay black, I don't know. Alright, so it just wants to stay black, I guess. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so full screen turns purple. It's a bit weird. I don't know if I like that. You get the idea. You can change the color. I think black looks cooler though. So what you have to do to run the script is you have to navigate to the directory where the script is located. So on my computer, it's Documents, CSCR, Data Management, and this is the script right here. So you have to type, oh, this is behind. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here. So you have to type change directory or CD. So CD stands for change directory, space, and then the directory where you want to go to. So you could just type out this whole thing and data management, but that takes a while. So what I do is I go to the folder where I want, I click on it once and drag, not click once, just drag. So I have this right here, I drag this onto here like that, and then it pastes it. So once you have that, you click enter. So now you're working in the folder where you want to be, where the script is. So now what you have to do is, so that's step one. So start download automator, so CD, and then in these brackets, there are no brackets, but second step, Python download automator.py. And that's a bit long, download automator. I can actually change the name of this here. I can say dl-auto for short. So dl-auto.py. So now I can dl-auto. So now, so first cd space directory, second Python space script name. Pretty simple. That's all you have to do in here. So I'm going to click enter, and what's going to happen is this file selector window will pop up right here. And this first, you have to remember that this first file dialog window is the input path where you want to look for files to move. So for this example, I'm going to move files from the downloads folder. So I'm going to select folder, and it will tell me in the console that my selected input path is downloads. So next I'm going to set the output folder, the second window, which will pop up automatically. This is part of it. It's the Python part. I'll minimize this too, because we're moving along. So we're going to go, just for this example, I'm going to go into the Eelgrass media folder, and I'm going to select this as my output. You can see other examples in here. These are all created by the script. So select folder, and now it's running in the background. So now I can minimize this, and it's still running. And we can move on to the next step. Export track data from ArcGIS Online by day. So I'm going to go to arcgis.com. I'm going to sign in. I'm going to go to content, locate the Eelgrass 2020 copy map, open in map viewer, and I want to go down to this tracks layer here, this layer called tracks, that you can see I already have one day selected. But I'm going to show you how to do, I think it's August 24th that's selected. So you want to filter, I'm going to remove this filter. So what you have to do is hover over tracks. So you can see I removed the filter, all the tracks are back. There we go. So what I want to do is click this, which is the filter button. So I click the filter button. I want to go to fix time is on, and then select whichever date you are data managing. So I'm going to do August 24th, value, apply filter. So now only August 24th is selected. So now I'm going to go to this button right here, analyze, manage data, extract data, tracks is already selected. I'm going to do output name CSV, and then you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to say AUG24 demo, save result in Eelgrass. So now it's going to save all of these points as a CSV. So I'll just review quickly. So go to Eelgrass, copy, tracks layer, so filter, fix time is on, analysis, extract data. You want to click apply first though. analysis, extract data. That's where we are right now. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to run analysis. So data is being extracted and will be available in my content. So now we can go content. Okay, so took a couple minutes. Usually that took longer than expected. But here it is, August 24th demo, CSV. So I'm going to click the three dots and then download. Go back to content. Three dots. Download. So now, since the download automator is still running here, I can show you in real time what happens. So I'm going to go to downloads folder, and then I'm going to open a new window. Go to the output folder, which is right here. So 24th August. See, this is already downloaded as a test, but I'm going to delete this so it will redo it. Okay, there we go. So it's under. This is downloads. This is where it's gonna appear for a couple of milliseconds, and then it's gonna go to there. So I have Google Chrome open. I'm gonna click download right here. There we go. So right here. Now it's gone. Now there's a new folder called 24 August 2020. Now if I go in there, August 24th demo.csv, and this is what a CSV file looks like in plain text. It's CSV, comma separated values, but it's basically an Excel spreadsheet. This is what this is. So now we've finished this step here, the export track data. We want to download GoPro video from GoPro Plus from the same day that the track data was downloaded. So plus.gopro.com, log in, and it was August 24th. So I'm going to go to August 24th, and normally I'd download every single one of these videos, but that would take a lot of time. That would take around an hour, I think, or longer. So I'm just going to use this one 4-minute video. But so you go to the date, and I'll show again. So that's there, downloads. So we have downloads, and we have the output folder, and we have this download automator still running, and it actually shows you that the CSV was moved to that. So that should pop up and tell us that the GoPro video is moved to. So we're gonna go download compressed, and there we go, it's downloading. There might be an issue, yeah, with the space there. We'll see. See what happens. There just can't be a space in the file name or the code won't work. So I'll re-download, compress smaller file. Now this should work. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to restart the download automator, which isn't that hard, because it got hung on that file with a space in it. So I'm gonna, to end this program, to kill it, I'm gonna press Control C, and then yeah, you can see right here, it had an issue. It was just hanging on it. So, and then I press the up arrow on my keyboard to go to the last command. And I can just press enter again. And this should, okay, so same thing again. Downloads is the input. You can see right here. And output is raw CSCR Eelgrass media. Select. So now, yeah, so moved GoPro to 0013 to 24 August 2020. So now we have this folder called 24 August 2020 with GPS points and video. And this is the ingredients for geotagging. These are the ingredients for geotagging. So now we don't really need this script anymore, so we can press Control C again. There we go. So Control C kills the Python program, and we can just go back to our thing here. So download video from GoPro Plus. So plus.gopro.com. Find media from same date as ArcGIS export. So three dots, download compressed file. It must be the compressed file. The full size doesn't work. So we have started the download automator. We've used it to organize this. We've used it to organize this. So now we have these two things, so we can start the geotagging program. So we're going to close this because we need to go to a different directory for geotagging. So I'm going to close that. And the geotagging directory is, okay, so I have a new fresh Anaconda window. I'm going to go to my geotagging directory so I can copy it. So CSCR, geotag tool, and that's it right there. So what I'm going to do is drag this onto here. Oh, forgot to do something. What did I forget to do? That's right, CD, change directory to geotag tool Python. So enter, and then I'm going to type Python, and then we want to use gt-auto.py. This is very similar to the one before. It's going to ask us for an input path and an output path. So gt-auto.py. So input path, we're going to use August 24th, this folder that we just created using the download automator. I'm going to go into it. You can go into it, or you can just click it like that. Select, and then we want an output folder where the projects are going to go. So that can just be Eelgrass media, because it's going to automatically put them into this projects folder. So I'm just using Eelgrass media. Okay, so ran into the space issue again. So I haven't actually used one of these folders generated from the download automator to create geotagged images yet, so this is a quick fix now, but I can change the download automator code to do this automatically. So I'm just going to remove the spaces in here. So it's just 24 August 2020 with no spaces. So now I can press up arrow on my keyboard again. Input path, 24 August 2020. Output path, Eelgrass media. Now it'll do the same thing. Okay, so this is where the magic is happening. The matching frames from this to this. And the reason there's brackets around this is so if there are multiple videos, you can add them to a list here. Now writing frames, so this process would take very long. I just optimized it. It was running around 20 FPS, but now it's 120 FPS. So the whole program runs 2.7 times faster now that I optimized this one process right here. So let's monitor the progress of the project. So it's going to be 1424. That's our project. So input generated the CSV with the input files. So we have the video and the CSV there. Let's see what else we have. Frames. We have the frames it generated. Oh, it's geotagging. Oh, and it's done. So, okay. So I'll go through the project later, but right now we generated timestamp data. We matched the frames to the closest GPS point. We wrote the frames that we needed. I have to change this number because it didn't write 7,000, it only wrote 34. Still had to read each 7,000 to determine if it was the right one. And then it geotagged those 35 frames and put them in the geotagged frame folder. So now I'll go through and show you. So tracks, it copied the track data. Timestamps, this is the timestamp data. So we have the name of the frame. So it's the name of the video underscore the name of the integer of the frame. So it starts with 0 and it goes up to 7,000 something. So you can say video underscore 335, and then we have the exact timestamp down to the millisecond. So that's what that generating timestamp data here. So timestamp track input, showed that already. Frames. So if I click on this and click properties, the only information we get is the created, modified, and access date. Now if I go over to the geotagged frames, click on the same one. Oh, details. We gotta go to details. So properties, details. You can see you just get basic data. These are all blank columns. Get the resolution. So if you go to the geotag now, properties, details, scroll down. Now you have this GPS column, and you have the latitude and longitude and altitude, which isn't accurate, but I still included it. And yeah, these are all geotagged pictures now. So create geotagged images. So cd, again, directory, and then Python. So this is dl-auto.py, and this is gt-auto.py. So select input folder, output folder, monitor progress in console. geotagged images to ArcGIS. Okay, last step, easy. I want to go to ArcGIS Online. We can close this now. Processing time, 2 minutes 54 seconds. Okay. So, go to ArcGIS, sign in, content. Okay, so once you're on ArcGIS, you're going to go to add item from your computer, choose file, going to go to the project. The project name is the date and time, so 24 September 2020, hour, minute, second. 14 is in 24-hour time, so that would be 2:24, 19 seconds. So we're going to go in there. You have to, I already made the zip file just now. You'd have to right click on this, the geotagged frames, send to compress zip folder, and you'll generate this. So I'm just going to rename this. File name. So you want to select your zip folder, open it, and you have to change the contents to a photos with locations, and keep this checked. Add tags, Eelgrass 2020, add item, uploading. Okay, so this is our layer here. Open in map viewer. You can see we made this heat map of the points, which you don't need, but yeah, you have the point. This is photos with location layer. So point, image, point, image. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole workflow. So content, add item. So we went, so add item from your computer. Zipped geotagged images. And then you want to import as a pictures with locations. And there we go. That's how you go from track data, GoPro video, to what we have in here. Location, picture. Location, picture. Right now, all this is being stored in the cloud. I suggest we move to using ArcGIS Pro instead of online, so we can keep all the geotagged images locally, and we don't have to use the cloud service. But for right now, this works. Yeah, that's the workflow. I can put this somewhere. Gotta save it. Yep. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, let's see, what could I do for... I got a sailing scholarship to Harvard. If you're watching this, next time we meet, I got a sailing scholarship to Harvard. Okay. Bye bye.